Okay, you all. So let me know if the connection is better now as I'm driving. Let me see if you all. Let me adjust this phone. All right. So as you coming in, let me know if the connection is better for you, or if my connection is still low. I logged off and logged back on. So let me know if the connection is better for you this time, or if it's going in or going out. And I'll just pick up where I started. Right, so as soon as I get a comment that it's good connection, right, then I'll elaborate on some business housekeeping. So give you all a while to let me know if this connection is good or not. The people that's logging on, give me a comment. Let me know if you're getting good connection or not. People logging in, let me know if the connection is good. It's better. All right, Rob, is it coming in and out? Is it freezing up or anything? Just coming in and out? Connection better? Okay, good. All right, so let me start. I guess it'll be hard for you all to let me know if the connection is good or bad, if it keeps coming in and out, because I may have delayed response, right? So connection better. It's working. Okay. Anytime that it does delay, just let me know. And then I may have to wait a little, but it's good. So it's coming in and out a little. Okay. So, good so far. Okay, good. Thanks. So let me get back on the topic. So the client, I think it was June 4th, enrolled in the services, right? The client needed inquiries removed, which is usually a $50 to $75 a higher charge. I can't remember right off bat how many inquiries. I think it may have been on each 3 bureaus a total of maybe 6 or something or so. And then they had late payments reported on their Capital One, right? So let me show you all this. This is their TransUnion Capital One showing. I tried to highlight it. And the late payment was June of 2018. And as you can see, you see all the okays, that good payment history. June 18th, you'll see that late payment for TransUnion was updated in reverse. So today's date, I think, is August 20th, right? Sign up June 4th, a total of $350. Inquiries removed, and as of August, a late payment reverse. This entire account, working with someone else for one late payment, would have been deleted. So all that history of showing okay, which payment history makes up 35% of your credit score, right, would have been totally deleted or wiped out with someone else, especially if you're using the 609 method to remove late payments. Okay. So inquiries were removed within the first month. Yeah, I say first month, 15, I think it was 15, maybe 20 days. TransUnion the first time came back and said, okay, we will reverse the late payment. And TransUnion have on here, customer paid and paying as agreed, right? But because this person didn't get those same results from Equifax, and Experian comes to me in August and say, I want a full refund. $350. And at that time, my daughter was in the office with me, and I looked at her and I said, you know what? The people that pay the lowest have let me see how I want to word this. How do I want to say this? The people that pay the least have the lowest type of mentality that I ever had to deal with. Thank you for the digital love. LOL. And I said, because I work with teenagers on a daily basis, from now on, I'm going to make these people pay like they weigh. Because I know, as of what I know, who does credit reverse. I have a lady, and I hope she watches this. I can't understand it. I really don't know what's going on. But she lives out of Houston, Texas. I think she signed up in December and has been very patient because it was an identity, most expectations. Yeah, it was identity theft on her credit report. Some reason her disputes were not getting looked at, were not being updated. And we're still working together to this day. I'm still, with me, I'm still sending her affidavits in. With me, this is usually what happens, right? That does not happen with other credit consultants or credit repair business, because I know this person in no way could have went to a Lexington law, for example, and in 60 days got the results that I got them. First of all, they definitely wouldn't got the inquiries deleted. They definitely would have paid more on a month-to-month basis. And they definitely would not have gotten their late payment reversed to show that their account is good. So my thing is, you know what? If I'm going to get a headache dealing with people with this mindset, I might as well get paid to have that headache. Really? $350 for and this is not to include their addresses and names were deleted from their credit report. Something that you don't get anywhere else either. Right? People want a whole lot for nothing in a rush to buy stuff. That's what it is. And I told the person, I said, let's be honest here. You were late. Pay more with less result. Right. You were late paying Capital One. And now you want to put a demand on me for $350 because the first round, Equifax and Experian said that we have verification. TransUnion didn't have the documentation on file to prove it, so they reversed it. But just because TransUnion didn't have the documentation on file does not mean Experian and Equifax did. See, it's a small percentage or small chance that these credit agencies won't have the documentation as needed or stored correctly, right? And this is the result of getting things deleted or removed or reversed. But when they have it documented, it's accurate and it's true. I don't come at the angle that I was never late. No, I said, look, it was late, but I want you to prove it was late per your documentation on file. Right? Okay. Also, a second story for today. Client. Well, let me go back to the first story. First of all, the same person that paid $350, right, text me Friday night at 10:46 p.m. 10:46. A lot of people say, well, just cut off your phone, put on your do not disturb. It doesn't matter because I'm teaching you how to conduct business. That's why you have bad credit in the first place. You do not text anybody at that time of night unless it's for personal reasons, and you all are adults on here. at 10:46 p.m. And so I said, well, at this point, you are permanently blocked from sending me any emails or making phone calls. Phone calls from my phone. All other communication must be done via email, right? Because you do not understand how to handle business, right? See, I am a professional business. I'm a professional business. I have the right to decline services as I see fit. That means I have the right to decide if I want to work with you or not. It is not my fault that you have bad credit, that you paid late, but I have the solution in the event that you did. I have the right to decline services. I have the right to choose whom I want to work with. Yeah, that's my right. You will not send me emails or demands asking for a full refund when you do not meet the requirements of the business services that I spell out to you. First of all, I told this person in the fine print that, hey, if you, with all my clients, do not receive any updates or deletions within 6 months, this person demanded for 6 days. I think my connection is falling out, so you all let me know. Let me know if my connection is falling out. Let me tell. Is the connection still good? Okay, low connection again. So let me wait till the connection builds up. I think I'm in a low connection area again. But it's still saying it's recording. And my screen look dark for some reason. Okay, now my connection is back available. So it might do that in the midst of me driving. So just stay tuned. You know, it won't take long usually. And so just understand that I don't, one person sent me almost 3 paragraphs of questions in an email, right? And then I said, look, my consultation fees are $50. It looks so dark. And they wanted to answer questions about business credit. So I didn't hear from the client again. Didn't even know they submitted the payment. Got an email today, hey, I sent you $50 for the consultation. You won't answer these questions, I want a full refund. I looked at the list of questions. I'm like, people pay me thousands of dollars to consult them about business credit. This is not a $50 consultation. Looked at it, gave them the $50 refund back. Hey, this is your refund. It's not worth me answering these questions. I don't have the time. You sent me a dissertation in the email, right? Initially, the mindset was she'll answer these questions for free, right? But, I'm not answering a $2,000 question for $50. I'm just not going to do that. And I can tell by this person's email that they were not willing to pay $2,000. I can tell by their credit report that they were not ready at this point to even position themselves to get business credit. So if you're not ready to get business credit, then I'm not going to waste my time discussing a level that you're not ready to be on, because you're not ready to apply it or understand it at that point anyway. So if I look at your credit report and you're in the low 600s and you're asking me questions about business credit, you're not even ready for that yet. And when you send me 3 paragraphs wanting to know answers to a level that you're not ready to be on, It's not time for that. Look, I'm a teacher. And just because a student asks a question doesn't always mean a teacher provide the answer at that time. Right? For example, the basketball players that I coach or that I work with, they may come to me very excited, wanting to do a new skill, a new drill, something they seen. You're not ready for that. You may not be on that skill level yet. You're not ready for that yet. So if I try to introduce it to you, then it's just going to be frustrating, or you're not going to comprehend it. And so I'm going to spend more time, right? I'm going to spend more time trying to explain it to you because you're not ready for that level yet. Then I will just telling you, look, you need to wait and focus on this, and that before you get into business credit. I'm glad for your goals and ambitions, but once you start talking a language that people are not ready to understand, it's redundant anyway. It's not time for me to discuss business credit with someone with a 500 credit score. Or a low 600 credit score. It's just not time. It is not time. And so then it becomes a waste of my time and it becomes unproductive, right? So, maybe my pricing is too low. I need to upgrade my prices, improve my prices. For me, like I said, if I'm going to deal with a headache, I might as well, get paid for that. Let me see if this connection is still on. And that's it. Another thing real quick, I want to discuss President Trump announced that the payroll cut will be made within employees, right, within the White House to boost the economy. And so these are discussions. Let me know if you all can still, I don't know how this connection is going. And I can't tap on the screen to see. So I might just have to end it right here because I don't know how this connection is. I made it to another location. But I may go live again tonight because there are some things I need to see or I need to teach. For example, I teach people when they sign up for the credit consultation to also sign up with Experian to log onto and look at their credit reports and their updates. Because I get a lot of people that contact me and say, it's been 30 days and I have not heard from Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion. You can't do this with Equifax or TransUnion, but with Experian, there is a way to view your disputes. Now, once you contact me and I email you back and say, hey, these are the credit agency's phone number, you first need to call them to see if your dispute has been received as scheduled. You have your return receipt. It's showing that it's been received, but you need to talk to a live representative to ensure that it's been received. Once they confirm that yes, your dispute has been received, and you tell them, well, I have confirmation that it was received on this date and past the 30-day period, will you all send me something in writing explaining as to why I have not received anything in the mail? A lot of people don't even know that you'll receive a large white envelope in the mail from the credit agencies. You often overlook it. Second of all, please don't send me an email saying, well, this was deleted or this was updated, but not this. I'm just like the credit agencies. You're going to have to scan and email me documentation. So if you don't know how to scan or email, you will not be the clients for me. Again, I had, this was July, a customer that had over 10 charge off in collections and made a phone call. And I only have about, out of hundreds of people, I may have 1 or 2 or 3 stories that are mind-boggling experiences. It's not a whole lot, and I appreciate the clients that I do have that But you all need to know how to conduct business, or you're going to be back in the same bad credit situation that you work with. Because again, I work with you. I don't work for you. You're going to have to get affidavits done. You're going to have to contact the collection agencies. I do not work for Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion. If you have not received it in the mail in 30 days, your first plan of action, right, before you email me and say, I haven't received anything in 30 days, what's the plan of action? Your first plan of action is to call the credit agencies. If you do not have their numbers, I will provide it with you. I will consult with you what to do. Then you communicate with me. Or you tell them, I need you to send me something in writing. This is my email address. That's what a consultant-client relationship looks like. It's not you send a payment in, you sit back and do nothing. I cannot go by hearsay, just like the credit agencies can't report information on your credit report without documentation. I can't go by what you're telling me without documentation. I have people that'll email me, for example, hey, I have 3 collections, two charge-offs, this, how much will you charge me to get it, help me get it removed from my credit report? I have no idea, because you telling me that you have 3 collections, 2 charge-offs. I don't know if it's being reported to all 3 credit agencies. It's just one. I don't know if it's a medical collection or a regular collection. Medical collections are different handled than regular collections. With everything, let me tell you this. This is the secret to keeping and maintaining good credit. You must have the documentation to prove it. That's just not for the credit agencies. That's for you as well. So if you're emailing me something and say, hey, I haven't gotten this deleted, scan and email the documentation with it. Right? You'll get a much quicker. I cannot go by you just telling me, because what do you have to even prove that you know that this is true? So last but not least, get your credit fixed for the crash. President Trump, thank you, Ms. Williams, announced or confirmed Tuesday or today that the payroll for the White House and some White House employees will be reduced because of our economic situation. He also put in a statement that that he's looking at additional tax deductions as well. Let me tell you all this real brief, and you may or may not understand this statement, but I'm going to say it anyway. And he also ended this saying that he's always looking for tax deductions. Look, you all can demand, request. The Democrats, Republicans can have these special hearings and sessions, which they get paid thousands of dollars requesting President Trump's tax returns. But let me tell you, he's not doing anything illegal. He knows the name of the game is rich people don't pay taxes legally. And I'm going to tell you, it's so hard for 98% of the population to understand this, because you have been trained for years to be employees or independent consultants, which pay more taxes than any other type of area of work that you can do. People that have businesses, and I helped 2 people today with their cash flow. They opened up home-based businesses so they can get more money out of their paycheck and owe less in taxes, or get back more in form of a refund and taxes, and bring home more money out of their paycheck without a job promotion or increased work hours. They keep more of their money instead of giving it to the government tax-free. So, President Trump today, smart move. He said he knows tax deduction, and he does. He have so many businesses, people. The rich does not pay taxes. That's what makes them rich legally. They're not paying 32% taxes out of their paychecks. They don't have paychecks anyway. They funnel their money through their businesses. However, if you're like me and most of my consumers, you have paychecks. So you need to recognize with your paycheck how to add that home-based business and legally get that 35% coming into your household so you can pay off some of these bad debts that you made, right? And have additional income coming into your household. Now, last thing, and if you didn't watch the beginning of this video, you really need to watch it if you're considering my services for whatever reason. The last point that I want to make, whether it be debt collectors, cash flow increasing, or credit enhancement. The very last thing that I think I just lost my train of thought of what I want to mention. But that's it. Again, this is this person credit reversal. They got it off of TransUnion. They were late. June 18th, they reversed it to show paid or paid as agreed. This person paid $350 and also got inquiries removed. I quoted them a low price, and I got the mindset of doing it as a result. And you know, hey, I won't do that again. Then the person played the God card on me. You're supposed to be a godly person. I'm like, wow, God told the Samaritan woman, who am I to give the children bread to the dog? Even God didn't deal with people that didn't do what they were supposed to do. See, what people don't understand about God, if you really look at, especially in the Old Testament, some of you all couldn't, don't play the God card on me. You don't. God was he's a very stern. He's loving, but he said, do business until I come. He's a businessman as well. And in the New Testament, it talks more about money and managing your money as you're supposed to. Right? So just know, if you're ever blocked from phone communications or emails with me, there's no unblocking to be done. There's no future services, no future communications. That's it. So I have a right to charge if the credit agencies come back and say something was updated, or if something was verified. But I never charge you. It's usually a one time flat fee, and however many disputes, if it doesn't get, but please go search. Tell me someone that won't charge you when they're doing your credit repair for a second round letter that if it doesn't come off the first time. I have no problem about my business practices or what I do, because for people that do as I ask, they get the results they want. But you're not going to somewhat bully me, right? To do anything. You're not going to bully me to do anything, especially a $300 or $50 issue. I'm sorry. I don't have time for that, people. So, hey, the economy, President Trump is making it plain and clear. This is the time now that if you ever want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, you need to get your credit up. Homes are about to be foreclosed. They're going to be the cheapest ever. Interest rates are being cut. They're almost paying you to give credit to you. And another thing I was going to discuss was the difference between a loan and a credit card account. A loan is any instrument that you have to sign your name to in order to get the money or the finances for, such as a house, such as a vehicle, such as a student loan. It's the instrument of indebtedness that requires your John Hancock or your Joanne Hancock, your signature. Credit cards can make you richer because they are unsecured. They're unsecured, They are different than a loan, and they can be converted into cash to purchase you assets. Unsecured means it does not require your signature, right? And I won't get into live why that's a big deal, but if you want to start getting your credit prepared, if you want to get some extra cash flow, whether it's residual income, passive income, you want to start investing in assets, things that put money into your bank account instead of things that take money out of your bank accounts. People, the next 6 months is the right time. The season is right. Now is the time more than ever to get your credit score up. Later on, I will discuss how some people can get denied for a business credit card, even if they have high credit scores, 750, 800. And real brief, you can have too many inquiries within the last 6 months or inquiries. You could have a very thin credit profile, meaning that you don't. And also one other thing, for example, when I got my first business card, it was $10,000, but I have to have a personal credit card that I've shown that I've been responsible with, that I've been using and paying off, that match that credit limit, right? So, for example, if you have a $5,000 credit card and it's your highest credit limit, 9 times out of 10, when you apply for business credit, it will match your highest personal credit card, which will be $5,000, right? So when I start getting personal credit cards for $25,000, then my business credit cards begin to be $25,000. So if you have business and you want to conduct business and it does not show on your personal credit, if you need to purchase more items for your business, if you need to expand, if you need to market more, then reach out to me. Let's see what your personal credit looks like to position you for that business credit, right? And so, hey, I'm signing off. I will go home and about to go home and look at some more credit reports. And just a little housekeeping, again, business housekeeping for me and my future or current clients. So watch the replay. And I'm telling you, get your credit fixed right now because this economy is crashing. But the great part about it is that more millionaires have been made during economic crash if you are positioning yourself for prosperity. If you learn how to use your credit to get assets, if you're learning how to use your credit to buy things that bring you more money in, if you have a business and you need more equipment, then now's the time to get your credit up. If you want to serve more clients and you need more equipment, and it's now it's time to get your credit up, right? Because I've seen Chase, for example. Thank you for the digital love. Chase out of Canada was erasing people credit card debt. Just erasing it. So we want to talk about biblical things. You ever heard of the year of Jubilee in the Bible? After 7 years out there. This is the time. But if you have bad credit, you're going to miss the ship. If you ever want to look into real estate investing or investing in stocks and using the bank's money to do it, TBM, now is the time. Because if you try to do it, in the midst of it, then you may have to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 months, right, before your credit gets to that point, and you might miss the wave. We're already in a pre-recession. It just haven't really been just put out plain. I think it's been put out plain and clear, but it have not been official by the big news. So get your credit fit for the crash. Rewatch this, whether it's on the replay or you watching live. If you're looking for me for the service, you need to watch this video first. Really do. And you all have a great day and a terrific Tuesday. Hey, I'm signing off. Thanks for sticking with me in the low network connections, Queen of Credit, cash flow, and debt collections.